Hi everyone, welcome back. This is the video I'm making to the aspirants, those who are preparing for the competitive examinations, and as well to the learners of the spoken English. For both of them, this video is very useful to you, and this video I have picked on the tenses. Today in this video I'm going to explain the important areas of the tenses. Actually tenses are 12. To learn all the tenses you need to know basics of the grammar and the auxiliaries and verb forms, and many are there to learn all these tenses. So many are confused, and you do think this is very large subject. Yes, but not at all. In the competitive exam point of view, and as well in the spoken, in both the ways, there are mostly 4 important areas I have picked here which are very useful to you to learn English, to speak or to attempt yourself in the competitive exam. And before starting my class, I'd like to request you all to subscribe my channel, like it, share it and subscribe it, and to the bell click on all. Thank you. Now let us go into the subject. In the present tense we have 4, in the past tense 4, future tense 4. We basically know, many of us know this. Simple present, present continuous, present perfect continuous. Yes? And simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. Simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. These are all the 12 tenses, as we all know that. But today in this class I am not going to explain all those, because there are very important 4 areas here which you will get in the competitive exams as well, which are very useful to you in the spoken while speaking in English. Now let us see what are the 4 areas. Keep watching carefully, don't skip the video, and very important class this one, and you could clear many of your doubts. After completing this video, by the end of this video, many doubts will be cleared. And if you are preparing for the DSC or any competitive exams, any bank exam, DSC or any competitive exam, mostly in these 4 areas you will be asked the questions. And coming to the spoken also, these 4 areas are very helpful to you to speak out fluently. And what are the 4 areas you see? What I picked: simple present tense, present perfect or past perfect, present perfect continuous regarding since and for, past continuous when and while. These 4 areas are very important. Now let us see the first one, simple present tense. How you are asked in the exam and how you have to use while you are talking. Both the ways I'll teach both the ways. Okay, keep on watching. Now let us see the first one. If you see the first one, we all know that simple present tense is used. When is simple present tense used? In our daily activities or in the universal truths, this simple present tense is used. How can we identify simple present tense? There will not be any auxiliaries. Helping verbs, there will not be any helping verbs. What are the helping verbs? Yam, is, are, was, were, have, has, had. These are all auxiliaries or the helping verbs we can call. But in the simple present tense we don't get any auxiliary. One subject, verb and object. If you take out the subject and the object, now you see what is the structure of this: subject plus V1 plus object. Yes. Now if you want to identify the tense of the sentence, just you remove this subject and the object. Don't consider. In any sentence you will get subject and object. So see what is there in here, only V1, no auxiliaries. Thus you could easily identify that belongs to the simple present tense. Yes, and regarding this one, where you are asked the question, in the third person singular you are asked. It is used in the daily activities and universal truths. Yes, now see, I go to school. Okay, you go to school. She goes to school. What we got here? Go. Here also go only. I go to school. You go to school. She goes to school. I is the first person singular. Nenu, I. You is the second person singular. He, she, it, third person singular. I, you, we both completed. We are going to the third person. There the gender variates. Thus we get he, she, it. So there we can get to the verb s or es is added. So we got go, es, goes. Okay. And let us take another example. I eat an apple. She eats an apple. Eats an apple. What is added to the eat here? Verb, main verb, s is added. Yes? So, to the you should know that if the tense is in the simple present tense, coming to the third person singular, to the main verb, s or es is added. A rule should be followed forever. That doesn't change. The rule doesn't change. Got it? So, in the simple present tense, when you get the third person singular, to the main verb s or es is added. You should know that. And to test you in that area, you will be asked a question in that area. To the main verb, you will get s or es is added. Yes, this is one area. First area. In the simple present tense, third person singular. Universal truths and daily activities. When you come to the third person, to the main verb you search and add s or es. Whatever it is needed, that is the first area. You will be asked the question in the any exam point of view, or while you are talking also. She prefers coffee. I prefer tea. She prefers coffee. Coffee, drinking coffee is a daily activity most probably, na? So I prefer tea. She prefers coffee to tea. Got it? So in this area you will be asked questions. And while talking also you can use it, adding s or es to the third person singular when you are using for the daily activity or for the universal truths. This is the first area, ma. Keep watching. Okay. Next one is the present perfect or past perfect. Present perfect, whenever you see in a sentence perfect, have or have, has, had. These three if you see. What is the present form for I, have, you have, she has, he has. Yes? Whenever you see have or has in a sentence, this is in the present form. Except the third person singular and the remaining all you will get have. The third person singular you will get has. What are the third person singular? He, she, it, na? Okay. Coming to the past form for this, for the have, what is the past form for have? Had. And what is the past form for has? Had. Both had only. So in this area, how you are asked in the competitive exam or while speaking, how you have to use. See, I have eaten a mango. Okay. You have eaten a mango. She has eaten a mango or he has eaten a mango. You see the sentence, observe the sentence carefully. I have eaten, she has eaten. When have and has are used, when the work is just completed, we use have or has. When work is just completed. So, at the end of the sentence, you may get now, just now, recently, last night. These are the words at the end of the sentence that tells you that you have to use have here, not had. Because the activity is just completed. Okay. And here you will get had. When do you get had here? When the work is completed a long time ago. See, I had eaten a mango last week. If here you are mentioned last week or last month, like that, then you will get a had there, not have. Have is used only when work is just completed and had is used when work is completed long ago. Okay. And for the has also, had only is the past form. She has eaten a mango means just eaten a mango. Just now it is completed eating. So she had eaten a mango last week. When he mentioned the last week, you can add here, you can fill this here with had, not has. I think you understand this. Have or has are used in the present perfect only the work when the work is just completed. There at the end you may be hinted how, just now, now, recently. These are the words you may get at the end of the sentence. So had, for the had you may get last week, last month, last year, a year ago, just like that you will get at the end of the sentence. There you can use had. Now you can use this way in the spoken also. How you see? She has gone to a movie last night. I have gone to a movie last night. And to tell that in the past perfect, I had gone to movie last week. She had gone to movie last week. So to indicate that that is in the past perfect which had happened long ago, you can use had, and to the works that are just completed last night, morning, afternoon, in the evening, or now, just now, recently. These are the words that can tell you that you have to use their have or has. This is the second area. Present perfect continuous tense. Without this area, no competitive exam is conducted regarding English. Yes, I can surely say this. This area is surely asked. See where you are asked, how you are asked, and while talking also how you have to use the sentence. Just you see now. Present perfect continuous na. I have been. I have been. Got it? Waiting for you. I have been waiting for you. There the question arises, since or for. Any one you can pick. I have been waiting for you since is the point of time, for is the period of time. In this area you will be asked, just you listen carefully here how you have to remember this one. Since is the point of time, from then up to now. And present perfect continuous is used when the work had already started in the past and still it is continuing in the present. Yes, the work that was started in the earlier in the past and still it is continuing in the present. I have been waiting for you. Have been waiting. He started waiting in the past and still he is waiting now. So since and for, you have to see how you have to remember this. Since 11:30 a.m. or Monday or February or 2005. You will be mentioned. If you want to fill the blank with the since, this you will get there. This means not exactly this. It could be time mentioned there, and it could be days of the week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Days of the week, and you may be mentioned names of the months, month names: January, February, March, April, May, June, any month name, or you may be mentioned any year in particular. If you are mentioned this way, you have to use since there. See, I have been waiting for you. Suppose we can say, what's the time now? It's 1:30. I have been waiting for you since 11:30 a.m. Since 11:30 a.m. And what is the time? 1:30 a.m., 12:30 a.m., 1:30 a.m. So, for 2 hours. For 2 hours. What is the period from there? You have started from there to now. What is the period? Period of time, for 2 hours. Since the point of time where you have started doing that work, that particular point, you have to mention since there. So, I have been waiting for you since 11:30 a.m. If you want to use that with the for, I have been waiting for you for 2 hours. Either this or this, both at a time should not use. For clarity, I am giving this one, both side by side. This one or this one you may get in the sentence, not both together. I have been waiting for you since 11:30 a.m. Close the sentence. And if you get for there instead of since, for 2 hours. Got it? I have been waiting for you since Monday for 2 days. For 2 days. I have been waiting for you since February, month of February, for 4 months. I have been waiting for you since 2005 for how many years? 7 years. These are not considerable now. Now what the years are exactly going on. I have just given the number there, enough. Okay? I have been waiting for you since is the point of time. There you may get exactly the time mentioned, or the days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, just like that, or January, February, months, names of the months, or particularly a year mentioned there. There you will get since. And for the period of time, 2 hours, 2 days, 4 months, 7 years, the period from there, how much the period. So this is the major difference. So to test you there, if you know the difference between the since and for, and if you are having good knowledge in this one, you will be asked, you will be tested there in the where in the competitive exam point of view. And while you speaking also, you can use this easily. You can use, I have been waiting for you. I have been asking you this question, but you are not answering me. I have been asking you this question since Tuesday. I have been asking you this question for 4 days, but you are not answering me. I have been asking you. Got it? And you can use here, waiting or asking, any verb you can use, have been. And if this is with the third person singular, she has been asking. She has been waiting for you since 11:30. Where this is the present perfect continuous tense, where the present tense you are getting have or has. Been waiting you may get in the past perfect continuous also, but have is auxiliary is very important, which is the helping verb, and this decides the tense of the sentence. Auxiliary decides the tense of the sentence, not the main verb. Helping verb or the auxiliary plays a major role in constructing the sentence, not the main verb. The second place goes to the main verb. Coming to the first place, and the priority should be given to the only auxiliary or the helping verb that decides the tense of the sentence. Got it? And here, if you get here, instead of I, she has been waiting for you. She has been asking you a question for 4 days, but you are not answering. She has been calling you, but you are not lifting. She has been calling you since morning nundi. I didn't mention there morning or afternoon. You can mention there. She has been calling you since morning, but you are not answering. She has been calling you for 2 hours, but there is no answer from you. Okay? In the spoken also, just practice well. If you practice well, you can use it in a very easy way. I have been waiting for you. I have been asking you. I have been eating this. I have been writing a letter. I have been calling you. So in these many ways here, when you get with the third person singular, he has been waiting for you, but you are not responding, just like that. No, this is the area you are asked. This you have to keep in mind exactly. So what you will get here, how you are asked in the since and for. This is very important area, and without this, there will not be any question paper regarding the competitive exams. Fourth area, past continuous. Okay? In the past continuous, for example, I say a sentence. I was playing in the ground. I was playing in the ground. Structurally, it is absolutely correct. No doubt. Structure, you see, I is the subject here. Was is the helping verb. Playing is V4. In the ground is the object here. So, absolutely correct this one. So, past auxiliary here was. What is the present form for was? Is or am. Am, was, is, was. And for both these, was is the past form. Got it? And now, past continuous. When past continuous cannot be used alone. I was playing in the ground. I was playing in the ground. And what happened? There should be a link. There should be a second action linked to this one. one single action cannot go in the past tense. Structurally it is correct, but in the usage or in the competitive exam point of view, you will be asked when and while. Two sentences will be given and you have to use when or and while before any sentence. Now you see how this works. In the competitive exam point of view, how it works, you see. The past, I was playing in the ground. What happened when you were playing in the ground? My mother called me. Just you have to remember here one thing. I was playing in the ground. This is one action. My mother called me. This is another action. Two actions we could see in the sentence. Yes, two different sentences. Two individual sentences. So in the two sentences, which is the long action and which is the short action? I was playing in the ground is the long action. My mother called me is the short action. Yes? And do remember that you have to keep while before the long action, when before the short action. While I was playing in the ground, my mother called me. While I was playing in the ground, my mother called me. While I was playing in the ground is the long action, so we kept here while. Yes, my mother called me is the short action. Okay, if you wanna apply when there, just you remove this one here. I was playing in the ground when my mother called me. I was playing in the ground when my mother called me. By the time my mother called me, I was playing in the ground. So, if you want to apply, if you want to write when, see which is the short action in this one. Before that short action, you could write when, and before that long action, you could write while. Good? And I'll give you another example. Now you see. I was playing in the ground when my mother called me. While I was playing in the ground, my mother called me. When you should not write both at a time. You have to use when or while. While is used before the long action, when is used before the short action. Now I'll give another example with this one. Okay? And now, while I was waiting for the train, my friend saw me. Suppose you are waiting in the railway station for the train. While I was waiting for the train, while I was waiting for the train, you are waiting for the train there. Your friend has seen you. While I was waiting for the train, my friend saw me. If you want to apply, I was waiting for the train when my friend saw me. So this is the short action, friend seeing you, and this is the long action, you are waiting for the train. There you could remember in an easy way when and while. That is about the past continuous. Past continuous that doesn't alone that works. Simultaneously that happen together. The both works. When and while. Got it? There you could apply these. These are the 4 areas in the tenses, and you should be very aware of, and you can use it in the spoken as well as in the competitive exam point of view also. If you watch this one, if you apply this one, learn these 4, that could be mostly enough. The candidates who are preparing for the DSC exam, very good grammar classes you could see in my channel. Watch them and hope this video could be much useful to you, and see you in the next video with another best topic. Bye for now.